It's not every day I find the next 10x or the next millionaire stock. And in this video, I'm ready to share with you my next most anticipated 10x stock that I'm already buying very hard for myself and my family. And I want to share with you why this UK cybersecurity company has got so much potential. Hello, welcome back to Family Investment. This is one of my most highly anticipated videos that my members or my followers have been asking day in, day out. I've been dropping hints for the last 8 weeks about the stock that I've been buying. It's because I've been so busy and because I've been hit by COVID, I'm unable to share. But today, I have to release this video for everyone because this stock is just going up and up. And potentially with this recent pullback, it might be a buying opportunity. So let's cut the long story short and I'll tell you the stock. It is called Darktrace. This stock came in about valuation of 1.5 billion and I see a lot of upside potential. So before I begin, I would like to say that in this video, I'm giving 5 key steps or 5 key points why I think this is a very high potential growth stock. As a disclaimer, I own this stock. I buy it for my kids because this is a long-term growth stock. And an average of 10 years of holding this stock, 8 to 9,000 US dollars already in the last 8 weeks, and I am looking to put more money. And for my kids, long term, potentially this stock might send them to university. If it does 20x, they'll be going to Cambridge, Oxford University. If it does 50x, they'll be going to MIT. And before I begin with 5 key facts, I would appreciate the early thumbs up, like button, and also subscribe and click the button for future videos which I will share about Darktrace or the next 10x stock. And most importantly, the sponsor of this video today is stockcard.io, who is helping me with the analysis. Stockcard.io is an AI generated type analysis with easy visual for you to learn about new stocks, new company. And not only that, I own a 10x portfolio which is open for users and publics and members that can view my personal findings and also research on the next 10x stocks. And Darktrace is already in the list, and if you click on the link below, you can see other stocks. And if you want to subscribe to stockcard.io, please remember to click my name and follow the link, and you can get a 10% off your annual basis. So hope you like it, and let's begin with the 5 key facts. Number 1, COVID has passed in 2020. We are sitting in 2021, and the theme that you hear every day is hacking scandal and large corporation getting hammered with the cybersecurity via all sorts of email phishing or even simple brute attacks that you see in 2021. Darktrace is completely different from everyone. It is a British American company listed in the UK London Stock Exchange, and their multiples are fairly lower. And not only that, this cybersecurity firm has over 5,600 clients as of today, more than CrowdStrike and Okta. And in fact, the valuation is even lower because they use and base it on artificial intelligence, and the rollout of their package and software is far easier to adapt. Not only large corporations like the banks and big AI cloud company, but also medium and small company. And if you go on stockcard.io here, as the Stockcard AI, it's already detected that this is a very high potential stock. The reason for this is because they compare with other competitors like CrowdStrike, Okta, Datadog, 49, and they can see that this is way so undervalued and the growth potential is over the moon as it currently stands on the current share price for Darktrace. So keep an eye on the changes when data and earnings come in and you see the other cards being filled up. But I can already assure you that the high growth potential is already in place, in position for hyper growth. Point number 2 is very important. People think that Darktrace may be just a British company. No, British Cambridge and also American San Francisco. The best of both worlds combined. Cambridge with strong IPO, procedural and EU legislation, and also the innovation from San Francisco developers software, combining, making this two hand in hand, making this a global patented, strong company. So this is what I like. However, this is listed on the London Stock Exchange because the owner, the CEO, everyone is based in Euro and British, and they want to give London Stock Exchange a run for their money. But their arguments is, what if this was listed in the New York Stock Exchange? It could be a whole different story. But let's stick to Darktrace in London Stock Exchange and let's work on valuation. Point number 3 is important for an experienced investors on the London Stock Exchange, on the FTSE 100, on the FTSE 250. There's something that I would like to share. Darktrace is sitting at the premium market. It's close to the AIM, so it's on the very, very low tier. It's not even on the FTSE 250 or the FTSE 100 yet. But from historical, anything from the AIM, the low cap company, moving up to FTSE 250, there's always between a 5 to 10x before they move up to the next tier. And the next one is any companies that I've seen previous in the past have moved from FTSE 250 to FTSE 100, the potential growth is 3 to 5x on its own. So a total of 15 to 50x is possible for Darktrace, because in the past there have been companies like Okta, like Games Workshop, who has actually gone through between 15 to 50x when they move from the AIM all the way to FTSE 100. So with Darktrace beating revenue and giving plenty of growth for the next 5 or a decade, they could see a potential up to FTSE 100, and they could see a potential growth between 15x to 50x by historical data. I've still got plenty of argument how Darktrace could be a high potential. I've always put in my head, what if Darktrace actually listed on New York Stock Exchange 2 months ago when every cybersecurity stocks were hot? They could be easily worth $30 billion at least. From my personal humble opinion, there have been loads of institutional investors buying because they realized after the 2021 earnings, the valuation on Darktrace has been a mistake. Calling it a $1.5 billion company has been severely undervalued. Point number 4, I just want to compare the facts, the figures, and valuation of Darktrace versus CrowdStrike and Okta. So as it stands of today, after post-IPO earnings, revenue is around about 272 million for 2021. Growth is around about 40%, and this is before IPO money. Okay, remember, before IPO money, what's going to do when they get this big $1 billion bucket of money, and what are they going to do? How fast are they going to expand? We don't know. We will watch this. If you look at CrowdStrike back in 2019, they were already about 40x. Remember, Darktrace is only 20x, 40x. Their revenue was 220 million slowly after the IPO, 100% growth year on year, and 3,000 staff. Okta also came around about the same time, IPO in 2018, 2019. They will have $350 million in revenue, growth at 60 to 40% after IPO, and 2,300 staff. So as you can see, Darktrace is not too far off. And if they scale and grow like the other two counterparts or the other two future competitors, where will Darktrace be sitting? Sitting at 20x just now, growing. If they grow 40x, where could they be? Could they be just easily double or triple the value? Finally, point number 5. People are saying, Alex, you're crazy, just IPO'd and you've already dropped about 6,000-7,000 GBP, which is equivalent about 8,000-9,000 USD. Alex, you're crazy, you're dropping so much money. I think it's not enough. I'm actually looking to drop at least 20 grand before the next 1 year, next forecast, or the next future earning comes out. Because, and the next thing is, many fund managers in UK are starting to add them to their growth stock, like the likes of Bailey Guildford, the likes of Hargreaves Langston. They are all watching because everybody loves a UK growth company. And the next thing is a technological disruptive stock. Who doesn't like disruption? Disruption for the next 10 years at least. We're not buying a stock to disrupt for a year or two, just like Zoom or Peloton. We're looking for a stock that disrupts for at least 10 years. Cybersecurity, artificial intelligence, the AI company that helps you to steer, mitigate, and protect your company patents information without all these attacks going through. And that's what AI cybersecurity Darktrace is all about. And not only that I am bullish, not just because they go on small, medium companies, they also cover industrial networks, which Okta and CrowdStrike doesn't really do. So the oil and gas industry, like Premium Oil, has already signed up with Darktrace for this purpose. And Saudi Aramco last week had their attack. That's why I'm speculating. What if Darktrace goes in and said, hang on, let me help you. 4,000 clients in 2020, 2021, 5,600 clients. Now with IPO money, how many more clients, how much more expansion? My final thoughts, if they do really grow with their counterparts, or if they buy other smaller companies to grow even bigger, potentially a good 30, 40x, they are still at a very young early stage. And I really appreciate the fact that many investors on the IPO have wrongly valued Darktrace. So we want to see this picture unfold. Darktrace themselves also want to see how they grow, but this is very exciting. Thank you very much. Please do check out my sponsor and also my portfolio on crwd.io, and thank you them for helping me with this video on my investigation and research. Hope you have a good day. Like and subscribe, and remember, I will share more information as I see about Darktrace, because now Darktrace is part of my top 5-6 holding. Buying huge.
I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see future videos, please subscribe to the channel and press the bell button. Ding dong! More videos. Bye!